This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
Thanks for being here with us tonight at 7 o'clock. I'm Mark Mullins.
And I'm Amanda Starrentino. Drivers who are sitting in traffic and may not be aware of the surroundings are posing a safety concern on the northeast side.
Yeah, these cars are blocking the entrance to a fire station, and it's something both drivers and firefighters say happens often.
RTV6's Nicole Griffin is working for you, finding out what you need to look out for.
Indianapolis Fire Station 8 is located on 56th Street near Binford Boulevard. Out front, there was a sign alerting drivers not to block the driveway. Recently, striping was also added in response to concerns from drivers and firefighters. And this is why. When traffic gets backed up at the light, drivers are blocking the fire station entrance.
The other day, coming home from work, I stopped just west of this sign. And as I pulled up, there was a bus sitting there, and the school bus was actually parked blocking the driveway. And I thought, well, that's interesting.
When drivers block the driveway in front of the fire station, this creates a delay when they're trying to get the fire trucks and engines out to respond to your emergency.
It could be a house fire with entrapment. It could be a working cardiac arrest. It could be any number of things that would be a life-saving issue to the person who's calling. Typically, we don't get called for good moments to somebody's home. So when we're dispatched to someone's home or their place of work, it's for something that's traumatic that's happening at that moment, and they need us there yesterday.
Battalion Chief Rita Wright wants drivers to know where their neighborhood fire stations are located and always be prepared to stop on either side of the entrance. I reached out to IMPD about this ongoing issue, and a spokesman says the traffic branch now plans to look into it. Working for you on the northeast side, Nicole Griffin, RTV6.
And according to state law, you should always avoid stopping within 20 feet of the driveway entrance to a fire station. IMPD says this is enforceable and drivers can be ticketed. Sometimes it takes a village to get change made. If you've spotted a problem like this in your community and you want it fixed, connect with RTV6. Call us or send us a message at workingforyou@rtv6.com.
Why is it so easy for a parent to go in there and buy a gun, and the next thing you know, somebody's kid is getting killed with that same gun that should be in a lockbox in the closet?
Only on RTV6, a mother's plea after her teenage son is shot Thanksgiving weekend. 16-year-old Quintez Tucker is still recovering tonight. He's a student, a volunteer, and a community leader. He was shot in the head, chest, and back at 21st and Midhofer. Quintez was featured in a Call 6 Investigates report about racial disparities in school discipline. His mom, Nicole, says that Quintez had just gotten paid on Thanksgiving from his job at Arby's, and he was spending the night with family when Quintez was contacted by another teen who eventually picked up Quintez in a car. She has a message for parents.
See what your children is doing. Check your children's room. Check the friends that they're hanging with. Quintez is 16 years old, and Quintez have a curfew of 10 o'clock. Had it not been Thanksgiving and no school, Quintez would have been right under me.
In his recovery, Quintez has been able to open his eyes, but it's not clear how much damage has been done to his body in the shootings. Indianapolis Metro Police are still investigating, and no arrests have been made yet.
There's a new effort to stop crooks before they strike this holiday season.
Yeah, police departments say package thefts tend to spike this time of year, so one department is taking a new approach.
Working for you, RTV6's Megan Singh-Torum shows you how the Porch Pirate Patrols program works and how we can learn from it to protect our deliveries.
Plainfield police will be in the neighborhoods in full force this holiday season, but you may not even realize they're there. Officers are going undercover to find people taking packages off of front porches.
Police say it is all hands on deck when it comes to stopping this type of theft. They say anyone in the department with an unmarked patrol car will be out in the neighborhoods watching.
Police say they did a trial run of the program last year, and it was so successful, they decided to bring it back this holiday season. One Plainfield resident tells us someone took a package off his porch. Inside was a homemade gift from a relative.
To lose that and a personal Christmas card, it's just aggravating.
Officers will be watching for cars that appear to be following delivery trucks and going from one neighborhood to the next.
Usually it's contagious. It's not just one. It's, you'll have multiple in the same neighborhood or across town in the same day.
They're hoping the program is just as successful this year, but they say there are a few things you can do to protect your belongings as well. They recommend tracking your order so you know when it will be dropped off and not leaving it outside on your porch for an extended period of time. Working for you, Megan Sanctorum, RTV6.
Meanwhile, local business on the east side of Indy is also stepping up to prevent package thefts. The owner of Coal Yard Coffee is telling neighbors to use the cafe's address for package deliveries. Any boxes can safely be put in storage there until you are able to come pick them up. The owner says she knows package theft is an ongoing issue, so this is one way they are working to help the people in their neighborhood.
It doesn't cost us a thing. I mean, we're open here. We're here. We'll hold them for you. You can come pick them up. That way, it just kind of reduces the frustration and the heartbreak during the holidays.
The owner of Coal Yard Coffee says she offered this to the neighborhood last year as well, and about 5 people had their packages delivered there. She is hoping to help even more community members this year.
Police in Hamilton County believe they have caught the man in these pictures that you see. He took a gun into a Noblesville nail spa and held up everyone inside in broad daylight. Police say on Monday afternoon, a masked man entered Exotic Nail Spa near Hamilton Town Center. The man demanded money from the employees and customers at gunpoint and was able to get away. Yesterday, investigators executed a search warrant and arrested 24-year-old Chance Covington of Indianapolis. He's been charged with 7 counts of robbery and 7 counts of theft.
How about that sunshine today? Finally, not a cloud in the sky. Nice to see that. It boosted temperatures. Other story of the day. The wind, we had 34-mile-per-hour wind gust in Indianapolis. The wind calming down. Still noticeable. Anywhere from 5 to about 15 miles per hour. The trend tonight with the wind calming down will be temperatures falling to around 30. Some headlines for you. We're back with more sunshine tomorrow and a little warmer. That rain gets into the forecast as we get to the end of the weekend, and then a big cold blast next week. I'll define what that means and what may come along with it. Temperature in Fort Wayne 38, other end of the state 46 right now in Evansville. Should be a nice calm night. Tomorrow, a big day on Monument Circle. It is our 6th Shines on Toy Drive collection, and it's a great day for that. Temperatures upper 20s will be there starting at 6 a.m. through the day. Temperatures warm close to 50. Hip, hip, hooray.
We'll see you soon, Kevin. Now just ahead on RTV6, it's a big part of the holiday season, finding the perfect tree. We reveal what you should be looking for to get more bang for your buck.
Plus, concerns continue to grow over how the digital world can have far-reaching effects. How the popular app TikTok is putting our national security at risk. Still ahead when the news continues on RTV6.
Toya, join us Saturday, December 7th.
This is the news at 7 on RTV6, and tonight we are working for you with some takeaways on a major holiday staple in any home.
Yeah, the tree. 25 million people buy a real tree every year. Our Annie Taylor has expert tips on picking the perfect tree that will last longer.
Buying a tree is the official start of the Christmas season, but trees can be expensive and we want them to last for the next 3 weeks. So we went to the Christmas tree master himself to get tips on how to do that.
Michigan Douglas firs are the most popular trees.
Meet Doug Brown, owner of Reindeer Ranch.
We've been selling Christmas trees since 1997, I believe.
So he knows a thing or two about what type of Christmas tree lasts the longest.
The noble firs and the Fraser firs tend to be the Cadillacs of trees. Those are going to be the ones that generally have the best look and will give you a good longevity.
Do the touch and smell test. If no needles fall off and it smells like pine, it's a healthy tree. As for the price of the tree, this year you might be paying a little extra no matter where you live.
There's a tree shortage going on right now. The price of trees has gone up significantly because the demand far exceeds the supply.
Before you leave the lot, get a fresh cut. Once you're home,
get it into your stand and put water in it right away. No later than, I'd say, 6 to 8 hours.
Check that water daily. A tree drinks about a gallon a day. As for placement goes, Doug says...
Not to put it by a heater vent or a fireplace or direct sunlight.
Oh, and if you've ever heard to put fertilizer or Miracle-Gro in the stand, Doug says that's a myth. If you follow these simple tips, Doug says you and your loved ones will be enjoying your perfect tree the entire holiday season.
What I love most about the holiday season actually is just really making people happy here at the tree lot.
I'm Annie Taylor reporting.
Coming up, a flip and a reverse. One Indiana high school boys basketball team can compete again after controversy almost cost them a tournament. Behind the change of heart, next.
And what goes up will come down. Temperatures, they're mild for a short period of time, and then the bottom falls out early next week. We'll detail that coming up.
At purple.com/TV. This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
Today, Southport High School is back in the game. The Indiana High School Athletic Association has decided to reverse its decision over punishing the team. The head varsity coach, however, has agreed to a suspension beginning in January. The Indiana High School Athletic Association says it and Southport High School received new information regarding the boys basketball team. We do not yet know that information, but we do know it means the boys team will be allowed to compete in the 2020 boys basketball tournament. Last month, the team got in trouble after head coach Eric Brand was accused of violating recruitment policies by raising money to help a foreign student stay at the school legally. And the Indiana High School Athletic Association released a statement which in part says, quote, in light of the new information and in the spirit of compromise, the IHSAA has agreed to accept a suspension of the varsity coach from January 2020 to the end of the season, including the IHSAA tournament.
Well, right now, local pastors are leading the charge in the fight to get guns off the streets of Indianapolis.
The Baptist Ministers Alliance and concerned clergy of Indianapolis are working with police to buy back guns that are not wanted or being used. They say these guns can end up in the wrong hands. Pastor Wayne Moore is working to encourage young people to put the guns down and try communicating with the people they believe are their enemies.
They don't understand really that once you shoot somebody and have a homicide, that's final. But when you can have conversation, you can always work things out.
That gun buyback event is happening from noon to 5 Saturday at the Messiah Baptist Church. Well, young or old, you've likely heard of the app TikTok.
The popular application is used by millions of people, and it also could be putting your national security at risk.
Chloe Norquist is looking into those concerns tonight.
Social media app TikTok is known for videos of dancing, singing, and jokes. And the app's popularity has skyrocketed, especially with kids and teens, just like Kendall Wheeler.
I'm Kendall Wheeler, and I do TikTok, and I have over 440,000 followers.
The 17-year-old started her account at the age of 15 as a way to showcase her dancing.
I've been dancing since I was 3.
But her content has expanded.
I do dance, acting, trends, like all that stuff.
And her image is now attracting companies.
A lot more companies have been reaching out to me. I've made pretty good amount of money just from going live.
Kendall, how are you? This is my Discord will be useful for this.
Aw, Levi. My friends are pretty much from TikTok.
Kendall is no exception. A survey shows that 13 to 16-year-olds prefer TikTok over Facebook. With 17 to 21-year-olds, TikTok is still popular, but not as much as other social media apps. Those ages 22 and up are less likely to have an account on the app. The app is owned by Chinese company ByteDance. There is now a federal investigation underway into potential national security threats that could come from the way TikTok handles users' private information.
Any foreign-owned application, there has to be some concern.
Donald McLaughlin is a cybersecurity professional who worked with the National Security Agency for a few years.
You always have to be cautious when you're dealing with a foreign country that, might have some different data laws.
TikTok fired back, writing in a statement that they store U.S. user data inside the country, that they are not influenced by any foreign government.
When Kendall first started doing TikTok, I was not supportive of it at all.
Kendall's mom now supports her daughter's videos and occasionally watches through an account she made.
If anything bad happens, then I would take real precaution.
Children or kids, they don't know what they should and shouldn't be doing yet, or they might not necessarily understand the risk.
Because behind these fun short videos lies personal information. Donald says paying attention to privacy policies is the first step.
Whenever you download a social media app, whether it be TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, you're giving away some of your rights. The application is free for a reason.
I'm Chloe Nordquist reporting.
National parks across the country are changing, and it's not just the landscape either. The Wildlife Federation now says the amount of invasive species living on these lands is going up. We're talking about animals like rats and feral hogs. Experts say the wildlife could pose a serious problem to the park's environments, especially since only about 10% of the populations are under control.
Today was gorgeous.
Beautiful day out there, yes.
Isn't it amazing what sunshine does?
It completely
spirits.
It puts a pep in your step.
It does. I stand a little taller. It just feels warmer. Now, that was tempered by the wind a little bit. So tomorrow the wind will be calmer and we'll still have some sunshine. I think you'll like that. Okay, our temperatures close to 50 tomorrow, then early next week in the lower 50s. I'm jumping to next week because I just want to make a point here. We're not caught off guard as a big temperature change comes our way. The warmth flows in Sunday and Monday with some rain. The colder air not far behind, and watch by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday, the plunge of colder air from the northern latitudes will zip through the northern plains, upper Mississippi Valley, Great Lakes, and into the Midwest. There will be spots that are 10 to 15 below zero for morning lows in the Dakotas and Minnesota. For us, here's the major impact from comfort Monday to very cold temperatures as we get to Wednesday. Really a 20-degree drop about like that from Monday to Tuesday, and then we continue the fall with temperatures barely reaching the lower 20s. 37 in Tipton, 1 degree cooler up in Peru. Generally, skies will be clear tonight. The other change, the wind calming down. We've had wind gusts over 30 today. They'll be 10 to 15 tonight. Monument Circle looking good. Tomorrow, big day. As we talked about, the 6 Shines On Toy Drive will be there 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Temperatures in the low 40s now in Indianapolis. Around the region, temperatures will fall into the 20s as you drive in the morning. Lighter wind, temperatures about the same as where we started this morning. Sunshine with you from start to finish. Maybe a few more mid to high level clouds as we get into the afternoon and evening hours tomorrow. Temperatures move from the upper 20s already, I'd say by lunchtime tomorrow, in the low 40s. Temperatures pushing 50 tomorrow afternoon. If 50 is our goal, hang in there. I think Sunday and Monday, especially Monday, more likely to see that. 11 o'clock tomorrow night. There's the gray of cloud cover. Quick moving system may bring a couple of light rain showers overnight into Friday morning, especially south of the Terre Haute to Seymour line. That will begin to pull away as we get to midday Friday and start to make its exit, setting the stage for a dry Friday night and Saturday. Friday planner, lots of clouds in the morning. If we see a couple of showers again south of Terre Haute to Seymour, temperatures a little bit cooler than where they've been, generally in the mid 40s. A little more afternoon sunshine than we'll have during the morning hours, and temperatures above average, barely 43 is our average high for this time of year. Rain becomes likely Sunday night. There's a chance in the afternoon, but it's more likely we'll see rain around on Sunday night. That begins the transition to the much colder air that will arrive after Monday's high of 52. It's about 20 degrees colder on Tuesday. Any leftover moisture will be changed to snow.
22 degrees.
Here it comes.
Duh.
It's coming. All right, thanks, Kevin, for the heads up on that one. Still ahead here tonight, employment opportunities and high-ranking national leaders coming to Indiana to talk jobs.
What you need to know coming up in Hiring Hoosiers.
We've got all that, plus a final look at your weather tonight. It's all next right here on RTV6. Hiring Hoosiers is RTV6's way of helping connect you with open jobs, career resources, and educational paths.
And tonight we want to put the word out on a big opportunity.
Military spouses are the group with the highest rate of unemployment in the U.S., according to Recruit Military, a company that's looking to fix that problem. Well, it's planning a free job fair tomorrow for veterans, military spouses, transitioning military, National Guard members, and reservists.
This is a great opportunity for veterans and military spouses to connect with employers that are really looking for them to fill their positions. Many of the representatives on site are actually veterans themselves, so it's a great way not to just be a piece of paper, a resume. It's actually making connections and having conversations.
Tomorrow's Veterans Job Fair is happening from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Murat Shrine Temple on New Jersey Street. Dozens of companies and organizations will be there.
Ivanka Trump is in Indiana to talk about job training initiatives.
Yeah, she and U.S. Secretary of Commerce Wilbur Ross serve as co-chairs of the Workforce Policy Advisory Board. The board also includes Governor Eric Holcomb. They will host their quarterly meeting at the Indiana Women's Prison tomorrow.
Before the meeting, board members will learn about the Last Mile, a training program helping prisoners gain employment after their incarceration. You are invited to listen to the meeting and submit questions. We have information on how to do that on the RTV6 app.
Looks like she got a quick trip around the track.
Around the track?
Yep.
Every trip around the track should be quick.
Yeah, you got it.
5 times fast.
When there's no snow on the track, which is right now. In the morning, 29 degrees. It will be a dry, cool start. Afternoon temperature pushes 50 degrees. That's with sunshine and much calmer wind. Temperatures as we get to the weekend cool off the first half of the weekend.
Thanks for joining us here on RTV6 News at 7. It's been great having you along.
And we'll be right back here at 11 p.m. We'll see you then.